Hi everybody, welcome to this introduction to AndOr logic in query design when using a database application. We're also going to look at how to use wildcards in queries. So let's get started. Here is a table of data. There are 28 records, and the data is about people living in the world who like some kind of food and some kind of TV channel. Okay? So let's go and create a query. I'm going to go into query design. I'm going to choose my table and close that. Let's just drag so we can see all of the fields. And let's choose the fields that we want for this query. I'm going to choose all of them except the first one. Now what I want to do, let's just go back to the table for a minute. I want to look at all of the people who are from the UK. So in the location field in my query, I need to type the criteria is UK. Now let's run that. And we get all of the people who are in the UK. Now let's say I want to see all people in the UK or all people who are in the USA. Let's run that. Okay, so we've got UK or USA. Let's just sort this data in ascending order. So we should see UK first and then the USA records. UK first and then ascending to USA. Okay, now let's say we want to see all people from the UK and USA who are greater than 25 years of age. So age is greater than 25. Greater than, greater than, greater than, greater than, greater than. Oh, not greater than, not great. Oh, we've got a problem. It looks like some of our USA records have information that is not greater than 25. Now we need to ask ourselves why. It's because this query shows us all people from the UK who are greater than 25 or all people from the USA. We haven't specified that people from the USA also need to be older than 25. Okay? So if we run this, we can now see all people from the UK and the USA who are older than 25. Okay? Okay, we're just going to look at a couple more interesting ways to query a database table. I want to look at people from the UK who are 28 years old, or 29 years old, or 30 years old. And look what access does. Access capitalizes the O, so something's happening here. Let's see if that works. Yes, oh yes it does. One person is 28, one person is 29, and one person is 30. Okay, so that's another way to query. Can we do it here? Tell me everyone from the UK or the USA who are 28, 29, or 30 years old. Ooh, so maybe there's nobody from the USA within that bracket. Let's have a quick look. Just going to do a text filter here for the USA in the table. Anybody 28, 29, or 30? No. Okay, that's a bit unlucky. Anyway, you get the idea. Another thing we can do, if we go back to our query, is say, okay, I want to see everybody from the UK or the USA who is in their 20s. So they're older than 19 and they are less than 30. So that they are in their 20s. Let's run that. So we can see all people from the UK or the USA who are in their 20s, and there are 6 records. Now, another way to do this, of course, is to do it the way we looked at originally. UK or USA, and they are in their 20s. That would produce the same result. All right, the final thing I want to talk about in this tutorial is I want to find all people. Let's go back to the social data table. I want to find all people who are interested in sports channels. We've got Sky Sports, we've got Sports Network. Maybe that's just only 2. So let's go back to our query. Favorite TV channel, sports. Let's run that. Huh? No records. What's going on? Well, if we look at the table, this is the criteria. The criteria is sports. And if we go into the table, there are no records which is simply sports. We've got Sky Sports, and we've got the Sports Network, but we don't have just sports. So this is what we can do to grab this keyword as part of our criteria if we're looking for sports. Let's go back to the query. I want you to display everything that starts with sports and finishes with anything. So here is an asterisk. This is a wildcard character. It's a wildcard. And it will show us anything that starts with sports and then continues with something else. So let's run that and see if it works. There we go. Sports, and then anything after that. Sports Network, sports blah blah blah. Okay? So how about anything that starts with something and finishes with sports? Look what Access does. It seems to know what's going on. Let's run that. So this time we start with anything. So for example, Sky and a space, and we finish with the word sports. So if we want to get everything where sports is in the criteria, the word sports, we can do this. Show me all records where the favorite TV channel has the word sports in it. Anything before it and anything after it is acceptable. So let's run that, and now we can find all of our sports channels. And that's an introduction to AndOr and wildcards.